Mommy, Duffy's picking on me. That, Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and honored guest, was my only line of defense against my very first roommate, George Edward Murphy III, my brother, whom we just called Duffy. Now, to be fair to the guy, I suspect that he didn't want a roommate after having the place to himself for 5 years until the baby of the family came along. In fact, he dared to consider me a nuisance and would frequently express his displeasure. Those expressions left bruises. My only option in such situation was to call for maternal intervention. Until, at the age of 7, I realized the power of hope. Growing up with Duffy was never dull. He had a vivid imagination, and when he condescended to play with me, we would go on amazing adventures, tackling elephants, swimming with submarines, camping on Mars. He also had excellent musical taste. I still remember when he played the greatest song ever, the Elephant Hop, which requests the listener to jump up and down, jump up and down, jump up and down, and stop. Jump up and down, and that's the Elephant Hop. But the neatest thing about Duffy was that he had the greatest stuff. He kept it all on his sacrosanct altar, a piece of plywood attached to the wall with some large hinges. That was Duffy's space, and I was not allowed to go anywhere near it. It was a line I never crossed, I swear. One evening after school, I was innocently looking at the cornucopia of curiosities it contained. A pack of firecrackers, a used shotgun shell, a 1935 silver dollar, a magician's wand, the dried carcass of a frog. Suddenly, Duffy slammed into the room. "Did you touch my stuff?" "No, I didn't touch nothing, I swear." Duffy doubted. He took 2 quick strides and grabbed me before I could dive underneath the bed. He viciously twisted my arm behind my back, expressing his distrust. Unfortunately, in the midst of this, a random 1935 silver dollar appeared to fall out of my pocket. You did, you little liar. I told you to never set your grubby mitts on my stuff. I'm gonna kill you. A capital offense, as my hero Scooby-Doo would say, ruh-roh. But some predators like to play with their prey. Devil Duffy was one. "Come on, use your line and call for mommy. Come on, you little baby, start crying." I was on the edge of tears and felt completely defeated until I recalled a signature line that Sister Mary Agnes always shared with our 2nd grade class. Hope is a good thing. I didn't cry. I didn't call for mom. I bravely squirmed. Hoping to escape, I twisted left, then right, and then did an elephant hop. A miracle occurred. I caught Duffy off balance, and he went flying. Surrendering to gravity's calling, my ballistic brother fell down on all of his precious stuff. He forced the hinges to collapse, bringing the desk down with all his treasures falling on top of him. Duffy started crying. I learned an important lesson that day. Hope is not a good thing. It's a great thing. As I stood in empowered amazement at what I had done, I heard the sweetest sound ever, even sweeter than the tune of the elephant hop. Duffy yelled, "Mommy!" I was about to tell him it was my line, until I recalled that, because of hope, I was no longer a victim, but a victor. Instead, I graciously said, "You can use that line anytime, because it's no longer mine."